Welcome, and thank you, Emma, for assisting me today in recording my final assessment. So let's begin in a seated position of your choice. This can be a simple cross leg, or you can sit in Vajrasana, or you can use a bolster or a cushion or a block. And we just want the sitting bones to be as even as possible. When we feel settled, bring your attention to your breath. You may notice the breath in different parts of your body. The rise and fall of your chest. As you inhale, the chest rises, and as you exhale, the fall. The body and breath in perfect union, knowing exactly what to do without instruction. If it helps, place your right hand onto your chest and your left hand onto your belly. Feeling the rise of your chest as you inhale, and as you exhale, visualize the breath traveling down to your abdomen. Stay with the flow of your natural breath. On your next exhale, exhale deeply all the air from your lungs. As you inhale, feel or visualize the breath energy arriving in the middle of your chest with a sense of expansion. Chest, ribs, and belly rising. As you exhale, imagine your breath traveling down to your abdomen with a gentle contraction. As you empty your lungs and release. As we become conscious of the simplicity of paying attention to the flow of our breathing, it becomes a reminder to slow our pace, acknowledge our presence. Repeat the same breath. Inhale into your chest, belly rises, hold. Exhale, feel the belly fall. Breathe out fully. Feel the breath energy leave. Repeat 2 more breaths in your own time. And release that practice. We'll start today in a standing position. Feet hip width apart on your mat for Uttanasana, chair pose. Neck long. As we inhale, our arms rise in line with our ears. As we exhale, the knees bend, abdomen to spine. Feel the weight in the back of your heels. Hold for 1 breath, and then on the exhale, knees straighten, arms back alongside your body. Inhale, arms rise, arms to ears. Exhale, bend the knees, feeling the weight in the back of your heels, abdomen to spine. As we exhale, straighten the legs and the arms fall back down alongside your body. So we'll move into Virabhadrasana, so taking a comfortable distance between your feet, and we'll start with the right foot pointing out to a 90-degree angle. Have a quick look down and glance at your feet and just ensure that the right heel is in line with the left heel. As we inhale, our arms rise to shoulder height, and as we exhale, we bend the right knee into a lunge, ensuring that the knee is not going over the toes. And lastly, we turn the head to look down our right hand. You can use your middle finger as a gazing point. Ensure you don't have any tension in the shoulders. And then as we exhale, start to straighten the right leg. Let the arms fall. Return the feet to face forward, and we'll move straight to the other side. So left foot facing out to a 90-degree angle. Glancing down, just ensure that the heels are in alignment. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, start to bend the left knee. And finally, turning your head to look down your left arm and hand. Exhale, release your leg, straighten your leg, feet facing forward, bringing your feet back together, Samastiti. We'll move into lotus pose now. So laying down on to your mat with your knees bent. On the inhale, bring your knees into your chest, feet off the ground. And as you exhale, bring your right ankle to your left thigh. Inhale, straighten the left leg and bring your hands around your left thigh and grip behind the leg. If there's any pain in the knees or the hip, lower the left leg, but if that feels okay, you can invite the left leg towards the chest. Hold for 2 breaths. And on your final exhale, start to bend the left knee, lowering the leg to the ground. Release that right leg to the ground, and we'll move straight into the other side. So we pick up a left leg, left heel goes to the right thigh. Sorry, we're just going to start that again. So release that left leg. As we inhale, we're going to bring our knees to the chest, and then on the exhale, we'll bring our left heel to our right thigh. Inhale, extend the right leg to the ceiling, and then finally we grip our hands behind that right thigh. The sides can be different, so if there's any pain in the hips or the knee, you just release that right leg. If that feels okay, invite the right leg towards the chest. Hold for 2 breaths. On the exhale, lower the right leg towards the ground. Release the left leg. Extend the legs out, palms facing up. Let's move into bridge pose. Inhale, bend the knees. Let's place the hands down, pressing gently into the mat. Inhale into the chest with a sense of expansion. And as we exhale, start to lift the hips from the ground, hands pressing into the mat. Everything's working here now. Toes pressing into the mat, hands pressing into the mat, thighs, glutes working. As we exhale, start to lower the hips, lower the spine, one vertebrae at a time, knees to touch, keeping the knees bent. Again, inhale into the chest, chest expands. Exhale, push down into the mat, hips rise. Pressing firmly with your hands, fingers, feet, big toes. Exhale, release. One vertebrae at a time. Extend the legs out. Palms facing up. Inhale, bring the knees into the chest, arm above the head. We're going to roll to our right side. Use the left hand to support you to sit back up into a seated position. Find yourself in Dhanasana now. So legs out in front, hands by the side. So we're going to move into a forward fold. On the inhale, bend your left leg. And then on the exhale, externally rotate your hip and knee down to the ground, bringing your left. I was trying to mirror. Bringing the foot to the inside of the thigh. Okay. So on the inhale, raise your arms high, and as we start to exhale, we forward fold, abdomen to thigh, head to knee, letting the hands rest wherever they fall naturally. Whether that's on the floor or that's on your foot, that's okay. You just don't want to create a rounding in the back. And as we exhale, we raise the arms back up and back down by our side. And then we can release that leg back to Dhanasana. Okay, so inhale, raise your, that confused me. Your right heel towards your buttock, and exhale as we release extend the hip and knee to the ground. Inhale, arms rise, and as we exhale, forward fold, head to knee, letting the hands fall naturally on the ground, on the shin, on the foot, wherever that naturally goes, never forcing, never pushing. You're exactly where you should be at this time. On the next exhale, we start to rise back up, hands forward, down by your side. Straighten the legs, Tadasana. Crossing the legs now for a simple seated twist. We'll start by twisting to our right. So inhale into the chest, lengthen the spine. As we start to twist, I've got to stop this right and left thing. I think I just need to do
do it. I can look at you and just do it.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think about the mirroring thing, and it's just
Pretty
like
much.
it's just confusing me too much. So we're going to start twisting to the right, and I'm going to go to the right too. Okay, so inhale into the chest, lengthen the spine, and then as we twist, right hand falls on the ground behind you, keeping your face turning to the front. Left hand goes to the right knee, and then finally one more twist, one more length of the spine, and then finally we twist, turn the head to look over our right shoulder. Hold for one breath, and then as we exhale, head turns to the front and arms and body follow. So again, inhale into the chest, spine neutral, neck long, and we twist to the other side. So twisting to our left now, left hand falls down, right hand to the left knee, and then finally turn our head to look over our left shoulder. One more breath, and then on the exhale, release, turning to the front to a neutral position. Okay, so cow face pose is our next posture. You have a choice of seated positions. If your legs are comfortable staying in a cross leg, that's absolutely fine. We can move into Vajrasana, or you can do the full posture, which is, we'll start with bringing the right foot to be in line with the left hip, and then we bring the left leg in to be next to our right hip. Again, just creating that length in your spine. As we inhale, raise the right arm and bend the right elbow. Exhale, moving the hand down to the center of the back. Inhale, bring your left arm up, searching for your hand. If they meet, then grip. If they don't, then you can grip onto your t-shirt. And then we've got a sense that we're pulling the hands away from each other, that resistance. Ensure that you're not pushing your elbow into the back of your head and keeping your spine long. Release on the exhale. Unravel your legs. Legs out in front. You give them a little shake if you like. And then we'll move into the other side. So left leg comes to the outside of the right hip, and then we bend the right leg to be with our next to our left hip. This time, as we inhale, we raise the left arm, bending at the elbow. Exhale, reaching down the center of our back. Inhale, right arm comes around, searching for the hand, if it grips. The sides can feel really different. Again, if that's not available to you, just grip onto your t-shirt or whatever you can hold on to, and it's fine. Keeping the length in the spine, long in the neck. And then on the exhale, release those arms, release the legs, and we give a little shake out. So we're going to move now into our final posture, which is shoulder stand, the Queen of all asanas. Let's start laying down onto the mat and bending our knees. Let's press our hands firmly into the mat. Before we move into this posture, a reminder to never turn our heads, but just keep our heads straight to protect our necks. As we inhale into the chest and fully exhale. On the next inhale, we're going to bring our knees into the chest, and as we exhale, gently start to push down with the hands and legs start to lift. Move your hands to your lower back for support. If you can, try to keep the hands on the lower back so we're not gripping tightly around the hips. Hold for 3 breaths, or for as long as feels comfortable. Come down at any time if this is causing you any pain at all. When we feel that we've been up for long enough and it's time to come down on the exhale, slowly and gently, vertebrae comes down onto the mat one at a time, pressing our hands back into the mat, bending at the knees and lowering the feet to the mat. Extend the legs out, palms facing up. Let the feet fall out. Fully relax. Shavasana. In your own time, and when you feel ready to move, you can wiggle the toes and wiggle the fingers, gently rolling onto your right side. Extend the right arm above your head, using the left hand to push you back up into a seated position. And that completes our practice today. Thank you, Emma. Namaste.